One neighborhood in Tokyo sells vintage Famicom cartridges right next to $10,000 samurai swords. That place is Akihabara, and it's unlike anywhere else on Earth. Today, we're diving into the must-visit shops in Akihabara, Tokyo's legendary geek paradise. Akihabara started as a black market for electronic parts right after World War II. Over decades, it evolved into the world's most famous hub for anime, manga, video games, and cutting-edge electronics. Locals call it Akiba for short. The main street alone has over 300 specialty shops, all within easy walking distance. So let's break down the best ones, category by category. First stop, Yodobashi Akiba. This place is massive. 8 full floors of electronics, video games, anime figures, cameras, appliances, and toys. Think of it as a Best Buy, a GameStop, and a Toys R Us all fused into one giant building. It's right next to the train station, so it's impossible to miss. Prices are competitive, and they accept credit cards. For first-timers, this is the perfect place to get your bearings before going deeper into the neighborhood. Akihabara is the destination if you're hunting vintage Japanese games. And there are specific shops that do this better than anywhere else in the world. Super Potato is a retro gaming legend. It's a multi-floor shop crammed floor to ceiling with Famicom cartridges, Super Famicom games, Sega Mega Drive titles, and even original arcade machines. The top floor has a working retro arcade where you can actually play the games. Prices range from around 100 yen, less than $1, to several $100s for rare finds. If you grew up playing Nintendo or Sega in the 80s and 90s, this place will hit you hard with nostalgia. Mandarake Complex is another must-see. It's an 8-floor building dedicated entirely to second-hand anime goods, manga, doujinshi, that's self-published fan comics, rare figures, and cosplay gear. The deeper you go, the rarer the items get. If you're into high-end collectible figures, Kotobukiya is where you go. They sell premium-scale figures based on anime series, Marvel characters, Star Wars, and original artworks. Some of these pieces are incredibly detailed. We're talking hand-painted statues that cost anywhere from $50 to over $500. It's also a great spot for model kits called Frame Arms Girl and their original figure lines. Even if you don't buy anything, it's worth stepping inside just to see the craftsmanship up close. Akihabara has over 200 Maid cafes operating at any given time. That number sounds wild, but this is genuinely one of the neighborhood's most iconic experiences. The most famous one is At Home Cafe. It's been operating since 2004, making it one of the original Maid cafes. When you walk in, the staff greet you as master if you're a man, or princess if you're a woman. You order drinks and food, and the maids perform songs, dances, and magic spells over your meal. Yes, they literally cast a spell to make your food taste better. It sounds bizarre, but the atmosphere is genuinely fun and completely harmless. Expect to pay around 500 to 1,000 yen per item plus a table charge. It's a uniquely Tokyo experience you won't find anywhere else. Several buildings in Akihabara are entirely dedicated to anime merchandise. The key ones are Animate, Torino Anna, and Gamers, each with 5 to 8 floors of content. Animate is Japan's largest anime retail chain, and the Akihabara location is one of its biggest. You can find merchandise from over 1,000 different anime and manga titles. Everything from keychains and posters to Blu-ray box sets and exclusive collaboration items. They frequently run limited edition campaigns tied to currently airing anime, so what's on the shelf changes every few weeks. Lines at the register can get long on weekends, but it moves quickly. This is the place to grab official merchandise rather than bootlegs. Here's something a lot of tourists miss. Akihabara's original identity, raw electronic components, is still very much alive today. In the back streets of Akihabara, you'll find shops like Akizuki Denshure, which sells individual resistors, capacitors, microcontrollers, and Arduino boards at incredibly low prices. The Radio Kaikan building is a multi-tenant complex packed with these tiny specialty electronics dealers. If you're a hobbyist, an engineer, or just into DIY tech projects, you could spend hours here. A bag of 100 resistors might cost you 50 cents. It's a paradise for makers that most tourists completely walk past. Don Quixote, or Donkey as locals call it, is a massive discount chain store open until 4 in the morning. The Akihabara location is famous for its cosplay costume section and its overwhelming selection of Japanese snacks, beauty products, and cheap souvenirs. Two more shops deserve a mention: Gundam Base and Volks. Gundam Base is the official Bandai Namco store for Gunpla. That's Gundam plastic model kits. You can watch a master builder assemble kits in real time through a glass window. Volk specializes in high-end resin figure kits called garage kits, which you paint and assemble yourself. These are seriously collector-grade items. Some Volks limited kits resell for 3 to 5 times their original price on auction sites. A few practical tips before you visit. Cash is still king in Akihabara. Many of the smaller, older shops do not accept credit cards at all. Hit up a 7-Eleven ATM before you start shopping. The best time to visit is on a weekday morning, when the crowds are thinner and shop staff have more time to help you. On Sunday afternoons, the main street, Chudori, shuts down to car traffic and becomes a giant pedestrian zone. It's a great vibe, but also the most crowded. Budget at least 4 to 5 hours for your first visit. Most shops open around 11 a.m. and stay open until 8 or 9 p.m. The neighborhood is extremely safe, walkable, and well-connected by train. Akihabara isn't just for anime fans or gamers. It's a genuine cultural landmark, a neighborhood that turned a post-war black market into a global icon of pop culture. Whether you spend $5 or $500, it's an experience that stays with you long after you leave Tokyo.